Okay, this is a routine I've been working on for a couple of days, put a couple of hours in. I'm very, very happy with it. It incorporates some ideas from John Carney, the great John Carney, John Gustafero, another John, myself, and myself. I put a few ideas together, mixed it all in, and as I say, I'm pretty happy with this. So what we need are, they're all here for me, the kings and the aces. Put my sleeves up. Okay. Yeah, kings and aces. Now, I'm aware that Michael's filming me, but he can react. He doesn't have to be quiet.
Oh, great. Okay,
Yeah,
so
there are
I can.
kings and aces there, Mike. Yeah?
There are, Ian. Yes,
okay.
yes, confirmed. Yes.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
8 cards.
Okay, that's fair enough. Now the idea is, I am going to transform the cards slowly at first, and then a bit faster later, like this. So, very slowly at first. I'm going to turn one a different colour. Watch.
Okay.
That's red. It's an ace.
How did you do that? How did you turn a different colour? Look, there's another one. They're all changing colours, Ian. How does that happen?
There's the second ace.
This is just incredible. Right before my eyes, that change. Oh, look,
There
there's another
we
one.
go. There's another one.
Third ace.
And the thing is, obviously it's blue. Obviously the back is blue at the moment. But if I take these 3 red aces here and rub the back of that one, it obviously turns red. Fair enough? Now, for the next 4, I'm not going to do it one at a time. I'm going to do it all at once.
No way.
Watch.
No way.
Watch, I just squeeze. And they're all now red.
Bravo. Bravo.
The strange thing is, what is absolutely bizarre about this routine is, you obviously there's still kings and aces, yeah?
Correct.
They were blue backed,
Yes.
and now they are obviously red backed.
No, that's impossible.
But the thing is, it gets better, because what I'm going to try and do now is, I'm going to try something. I'm going to get rid of. Actually, I don't really need the kings for this one. So what I'll do, watch. Everything's red backed. Aces, kings. Watch the aces in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
There's blue. There's blue. There's blue.
Right before my very eyes.
And they're all blue. Now, I think you'd agree that's quite special.
Bravo.
They've changed colour, okay? But the strange thing is, if I take that one stage further, and I'm going to try and confound my magician friends. The aces are in my hand and have now turned blue, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that? I know you're not a magician, Mike, but they turn blue, and they're aces. However, the kings on the table, I'm going to like that. Suddenly the kings transfer themselves here.
No.
So now they are here.
Impossible.
The kings are here, which is absolutely crazy. And the strange thing is, the aces on the table are still there, fairly, but now, if we separate them out, the aces are red.
No,
kings
confound you, McCoy. Confound you.
Check them out. Regular cards. Thank you very much.
Round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the explanation for this routine, aces, kings, colour interchange, kings, aces, colour interchange. It really, it's a mixture of all sorts of ideas, and it's not an easy trick to do. It involves quite a lot of sleight of hand, and this is how it works. You have, it doesn't have to be this way around, but you've got I've got 4 red aces and 4 blue kings. Now these can be in the deck, and then you just turn it face up and take them out, and it creates an illusion or impression that these are all blue cards. And you reinforce that by doing a Hammond count, which is 1, 2, 3. Then you take all the cards, 4, and then 5, 6, and then I take this card back as I. Otherwise, if I did a straight Hammond count, it would only count 7. So what I do is I go 1, 2, 3. They all go over. It's 4, 5, 6. Keep a break over the 6th. Take the 6th. I slide the 6th back as I count 7, and that becomes 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that creates an impression of all blue cards. And I do this thing. This is not necessarily part of the route. You don't have to do this. You can just go straight into the colour change. What I do is I sort of side steal this blue card into this hand and add it to this pack as I turn them over. And all that does is it allows me to spread 3, and in the bottom, all the cards above the bottom card. And it sort of creates a nice impression that they really are all blue cards. I'll repeat that again. So you're doing your Hammond count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I do a side steal here into this hand and add it there and then turn everything over. Then it's 1, 2, and then spread all the cards above the bottom card. Okay, again, it's just a side steal. And turn over and then show all blue. Now, because you've put a blue card now at the bottom, when you do your first move, colour change move, they'll remain blue. And the move is like, it's a bit like an Elmsley count. But instead of doing a count, you're sort of spreading them, giving the impression of spreading the cards. So you go 1, spread the second card. Now as you spread what you do now is you push everything above the bottom card with your left thumb. And as you push everything above the bottom card, because these are red cards under this blue card here, as you, 1, 2, add the 2 ones at the back, there to the back, and then recount them. So it's, I'll show you again, it's 1, 2, all the cards above the bottom card, as you take the other 2, and that's the move. Okay, so it's not an Elmsley count, it's like a spread 2, and then everything above the bottom card as that one goes under, and then spread again there. It's a I think I got this from a John Carney book a number of years ago. This little bit here, I'm sure it's a John Carney idea. I might be wrong about that, but I think it is. So it's 1, 2, sorry, now there's the first red one. And you do the same move, and that creates the first red one. Same move again, 1, 2, everything above the bottom card, they go underneath. There's the second red one. 1, 2, all above the bottom card, and there's the third red one. Now, the next part of the routine, sorry, to get the fourth one, you don't do the same move, because what you're going to do, you're going to do a move to transfer certain cards to enable you to do the next part of the trick. What I mean by that is there's 1 red card at the bottom. What I do is I count 1, 2, 3, and then I grab the last red ace and turn it over like this, so no one gets a chance to see its back. So it's sort of like this, yeah. 1, 2, 3, turn, and then I pick up these red cards and I say it's blue right now, but if I just rub the back, it turns red. Now, you know, why didn't I just do the same colour changing move? Well, obviously I did it because I need to get it into this position. I say, and that turns red. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a switch. And it's like this. I grab these between these 2 fingers, right? And as that goes under, but as that does, I push everything above the bottom card here and grab all these cards in my right hand, between my thumb and my finger, as these cards between my fingers go underneath that blue card at the bottom. So it's an exchange. It goes like this, there and there. Okay, so that's the move. I'll show you again. So remember, you have the last ace turns red, and then you grab these between these two fingers here, yeah. These are going to go underneath. As they do, you're going to push all the cards above the bottom card, here. And then add these to the bottom and grab these in your right hand. So it looks like this. 1, 2, and that's the move. It's not easy, but, you know, it's not meant to be. Okay? So, look, there's the last ace, it's now red. And what you're doing is, you do quite a big move there, and the impression is that these are all red down here, and these are all blue down here. And it flies by, and they think that, but the reality is, because of the switch, there's 3 blue ones down here, and 3 red ones here. Very proud. Yeah, I'm very happy with this move, actually. I think it's unique with myself, but who knows. So that's the situation. Now you're in a great position, because you say, the next 4 blue cards, I'm not going to do them individually. I'm just going to try and do them all at once. Now you get a break between under 2, over 2, between the middle cards. Yeah, under the 2 cards. And you just cut the cards there. But you do it's a pass, but you do it under cover of your hand. What you're doing, I'll show you, what you're doing is that. Okay? But under cover of your hand, you say, I'm going to try and create all red cards. And it looks very effective, doesn't it? Okay, hit the break over the 2 cards, and you say, I'm going to try and create these red all at once by just giving them a squeeze like that. Now it's great because it's 3rd position now, and you can now do an Elmsley count and show all red cards. So that's very, very strong magic, because they think there's 4 blues, and instantly they change to 4 reds. Okay, so one more time. I'm going to try and do all these blue cards all at once just by giving them a squeeze, and there we go. Now they're all red. Very, very powerful. Now I just drop these on here. Okay, I pick everything up and turn them over. All the cards seem to be red. Now there's one displaced ace here, but don't worry about that. There's an ace there, 4th in. I just call that to the back, and that's done. It's dead easy. Look, say the ace is there, and I just do this, and cull that ace to the back. Culling, that just means, what does it mean? It means killing, isn't it? Culling, yeah. I just push it further out this way to the right as it goes underneath the whole packet. Now, I say to them, so we started with 8 blue cards. We still have kings and aces. But now, they're red. And you do the first Hammond count again. 3, there's this. You take all the cards out on the 4th. 5, 6, keep a break. Take that 6th one back as you count that, and that gives you a count of 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. So now they're all red. It doesn't seem possible. Now you go in to the next part. Again, not easy, but this is how it works. You say, for my last demonstration, I don't really need the kings. And this is what you do. They think you put the kings down on the table, but you don't. This is like the reset part of the routine, if you like. However, this particular move, I think I came up with it. But anyway, what you do, you're getting a break above the bottom 2 cards of the face-up pile, and obviously they're 2 aces. You get a break above them, yeah, 2, and this is what you do. You go 1, 2, 3. In other words, normal count 3 kings. On the 4th, these 3 go underneath and stay, and your thumb pulls off that king and the 2 aces underneath it above the break. You keep it a break there, yeah. Break above 2. You've gone 1, 2, 3, and then they stay as you take everything there. So you've left these kings underneath with 2 aces here, and here you have 2 aces and a king. And when you put them down, you say we don't need the kings, and it looks like they are the kings. I'll do that another time. It's not easy. Here we go. Watch. I get a break above bottom 2 aces. 1, 2, 3. Now as I take it, I take all the cards above the break and leave these cards underneath. And on 4, so you sort of extend a little more with the thumb, and there you go, 4. In normal time, in normal sort of time, it looks like this. On the break, so it's. We don't really need the kings for this part. Okay, and that's the switch. Now, remember, they think all the cards are red. So what you do, you've got 2 aces at the bottom here, and then 3 kings, which are blue. But what you do is you turn over this ace like this, show a red back, and put it at the bottom. Turn everything over, show another red ace, and then put that on top. Now you're going to do a rapid colour change. And I tend to do this very fast. I say, watch them go to blue. That's just a normal Elmsley count. That goes to the bottom. Now I go 1, 2, they're normal, and then keep them 2 as 1. That's 2. Normal, normal, normal. Keep them 2 as 1. And now you're doing a displacement by putting the 2 cards here at the top, 2 blue cards and 1 below. So as you do that, that's putting the red cards in a position for the Elmsley count, which you do to show all blue cards, all blue cards. So they've rapidly turned blue again. Almost finished, folks. Almost finished. So from now, remember, they think that these kings are on the table, red. They now think the aces have turned blue. And you reinforce that by doing this. Watch. You go 1, 2, use these 2 cards to flip all these cards over, which is actually 2 aces and a king. When you flip them over, you just spread that one and you show, not the other, you don't do that, you show 2 aces. So this sort of reinforces the idea that the aces are here and that are blue. And you say, well, it was very clever changing these aces blue. But see those kings on the table, watch. These blue aces are now all the kings. Very, very strong. And what you've done there, basically, you've gone 1, 2, turned all these over, yeah, there's the aces, yeah. By putting them on top and turning everything over, you're in a position to show 3 kings as 4 doing an Elmsley. You take them, you go, there's the aces. It doesn't matter how you turn them, you know, and then they change to kings. Super strong. And the last thing you do, you need to show that the aces are down here. And this, again, you get a break above the bottom 2 cards, which again are the aces. These are now kings. They've seen all 4 kings. And what you're going to do, you're going to add these 2 aces to the bottom of this pile, and this is how you do it. You basically pick them up, and you drop them by just very briefly kissing. They just kiss and drop. Okay. You've got a break above 2 aces. You pick them up. Okay. Drop the aces. But what you're doing is you're moving this hand that way. So it's sort of like this. You drop and move that over. Yeah. It's very clever. Look. I've got a break above 2 aces here. There's the king. Now, remember these, in the audience mind, these blue kings, these aces have changed to kings. They change colour and they then change to kings. The final thing you're going to do is drop these 2 aces onto this pack like this. The action is putting the kings down that way face up as you pick these and turn them face up. They just travel over one another like this. Drop the aces there and they've been dropped on. That's the move. Now you do an Ascanio spread, which is 1, 2, and then you keep them as 1. There. That's the final thing you're going to do. An Ascanio spread, 1, 2, 3. And that's great because when you drop this card here, You add the king to the kings, and then you clean. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick them up, and you say, and now the aces are red, the kings are blue, and everything can be examined. So that is my aces, kings, colour interchange. I'm aware there's a movement, or there seems to be a thing in magic at the moment that simple is good. You know, I don't get it. Simple isn't good. I've been doing this stuff for over 40 years. It's not meant to be easy. This, don't get me wrong, I love simple magic. Yes, I love simple magic. This isn't simple. This is a bit difficult, but I think you'll agree it's very, very magical. And I hope you get some pleasure out of that.